Welcome back to Bro Sports.
Aidan, we won. And I'm not going to say we, I'm going to say United States won their game. Now, Aidan, I watched the game. Now, you had to end up watching the highlights because you had no access to it during the time when you were at camp. But for right now, Aidan, they don't look bad.
Yeah, camp was a fun time.
Yeah, although I have my concerns about the national team and the fact that they had 7 subs come onto the field at halftime, and I was very concerned over a couple of the guys who we subbed in because that was a rough second half. But the first half, that's clearly our starting lineup, other than maybe the difference being Matt Turner and Freeze probably being swapped out. But it looked good. It really did. And I had no really concerns that first half. Pulisic looked amazing. He looked great as always. Captain America, as he's called. He looked good. Pepe, he was good. People said he did fine. I just didn't really see it. Still, he contributed to 2 goals. Yes, he was involved. One of them he was a contributor. He got an assist. But there was also just other things that I'm kind of critical on, which is involvement off the ball. He was involved, but not as much involved as I wanted him to. And so that was my main concern with Pepe, considering the fact that he's up front. So he shouldn't be just like hanging back, because that's what he did a lot of the time. And then there was times in the that he would go up, and then there was really no involvement at some points. But another one I wanted to address is just Pulisic, just being so impassionate about this team, about this national team, supporting, and then being a supporting factor to this team being one of the better players. And that's another thing, Aidan. What did you notice between comparing the guys who play in Europe and the guys who play in America? What is this distinct difference? Something in my eye. Oh my god. I know what it is. And you want to know what it is? It's skill level.
Yeah, skill.
You could tell the difference between the guys who played in Europe and the guys who played in America, because there's such a big skill gap that there's no questioning the skill level of Pulisic to a guy like one of the Robinson brothers. Was it Miles Robinson? There's a distinct difference between the two skill level. Now they're both 2 different positions, but the point is that the skill level, you could see it. Pulisic, much more calmer on the ball, likes to get involved, likes to pressure guys. You could see that he played in Europe, whereas with a guy like Robinson, he looked scared on the ball. He lost the ball, which caused one of the goals for Senegal. Now we did end up winning that game 3-2. For those of you who who aren't up to date with the men's national team for the World Cup, but it was a friendly match, so it really has no significance. But it just shows like maybe a parameter on just how good this team might be moving forward, going into the World Cup. So Aidan, what are your thoughts when you looked at the game afterwards?
Well, there's like a laughing matter.
What's that laughing matter?
Someone lost to 6-2.
Yeah, that was Panama going against Brazil the other day when just before the United States played. Yeah, that's we don't want to go against Brazil in the World Cup. They are too good. I teams to worry about: Brazil, France, Spain. Any other team, I think we are pretty evenly keeled with. I'm not really too worried about a team like Uruguay or a team like England. I think England's good, but we have enough guys who are talented who play in Europe that I think we might have a good chance. A guy I really liked in the second half was Western McKinney. Now he did kind of have some bobbles here and there, but otherwise, I think he did really well. I think he'd be good in that starting lineup. Maybe try him in that first half with those guys. But it looked good. It's just I'm concerned that come World Cup time when we have only 5 subs and what starting lineup are we going to have? What is Pochettino going to put out there as a starting lineup? Because if it, I don't know, man. If look, it might be one of the worst teams, or they might be one of the best teams in the tournament. But we can't tell just yet until we play that first group stage game, which is against I believe Paraguay, or not Paraguay. Yeah, Paraguay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to really dive in, lock in, and get going because I'm really excited for this World Cup. I think it's going to be a good one. There's a lot of good players in this World Cup. Lamine Yamal on Spain, Messi on Argentina. For Uruguay, it's Suarez. For Brazil, it's Neymar and Vinny Jr. For France, it's Mbappe and um, Conte and countless others. Ronaldo's playing his last World Cup. Messi's also probably playing his last World Cup. There's so many storylines in this World Cup that I am so excited to keep up on it. Aidan, what are you excited for this World Cup?
I want to see Messi and Ronaldo go at it.
That would be cool. But it has to play out perfectly for both teams to play against each other. I'm not sure if they would be able to. But we would have to double check that. Because based off of how games go and all that, yada yada yada, this, that, and third. Because I don't see Argentina not making it out of the group stages. Argentina and Portugal are going to be those two teams that might get out, or that'll probably make it to the round of 8. If I'm going to predict final teams in the final 8 or final 4,
they got Messi. Come on.
I know, but the thing is, Aidan, we have to consider all the other players on the team, right? So the goalkeeping situation in Argentina is Martinez, I believe, who plays for Aston Villa. And then you have a couple other countless guys. For Germany, over in Germany, we got a goaler. Or no, that's Turkey. Never mind. Turkey, we have to worry about Turkey in our group, who has goaler, who is phenomenal. It's a great player. So we have to really think about some of the other factors of what each team has. If I had a guess as to what teams might be making it far in the World Cup and are going to be in the round of 8 or 4, it'll most likely be teams like Spain, Brazil, Argentina, Portugal. Am I forgetting one? England, maybe. If the United States can play their cards right, I could see them getting up into the round of 8, maybe the round of 16. I'm trying to think of a dark horse team. You know what? There is a dark horse team that I was really surprised that won. Cape Verde. So yeah, shout out to Cape Verde. You did somehow won your game against I'm brain farting what team they played against.
4-0.
What was it?
4-0.
I think so. It was something like that. I think they played against a bigger team. I think it was Brazil or something like that. So yeah, no, they won. I was really shocked. But that's the stuff we want to see is like the smaller teams, the smaller countries, somehow like having like a Cinderella story and if making it far.
If we see Brazil lose, we'll say, who beat them? The newest team.
Well, it's not that it's a new team. It's just that it's a smaller country team.
Yeah, the smaller country team.
Yeah, so
go smaller countries.
Go smaller country. Woo! So, Aidan, who do you see going far in this World Cup?
Keeping my edge, Argentina and U.S.
Argentina, United States?
Yes.
What do you want to see? A Christian Pulisic versus Lionel Messi World Cup final?
Yes.
I mean, if we wanted to go for the storyline of a really cool final World Cup game, United States unfortunately wouldn't be in it. But I think a really cool storyline final game would be Portugal versus Argentina, Messi versus Ronaldo, the end of an era.
Oh yeah,
that would be a cool storyline.
Yes.
If we saw both the old farts playing against each other for the final time at the national level for a World Cup, and again, it'll seal the deal. Well, actually, it wouldn't. If Ronaldo ended up winning a World Cup, then we would be back to who is the GOAT. But right now, I actually strongly think that Messi is that GOAT because he has that World Cup win. And he has like countless other.
And he's way faster.
They're both good in their own ways, but I would say just be based off of awards and the fact that Messi has been in the league 2 years less and has more trophies, awards, and all that compared to Ronaldo.
Sorry, Ronaldo, you got 0.
The only thing Ronaldo has above Messi is goals. That's it. That's the only thing Ronaldo's good at is scoring goals. Otherwise, Messi has him on assists. Messi has him on goal scoring opportunities. Messi has him on cups and
Messi has
awards.
And Messi has his best talents.
And Messi was never a goal scorer to begin with. He was always a team player, always trying to get the other person an assist. That's why when you look at his stats, he's more assist heavy than anything. Yeah, he's got a lot of goals.
And Messi got more hair.
What? He's got more hair? Are you calling Ronaldo bald? Are you calling Ronaldo bald? That's kind of mean, bro. Ronaldo's not even bald. He's got hair on the top of his head. No, but yeah, that would be a cool storyline. But if Messi won it again, nobody in the world will change my mind that Messi is 100% the GOAT. If Messi wins the World Cup with Argentina again, nobody's going to change my mind to that. It would take literally like you would have to like pay me to say that Ronaldo is better than Messi and is the GOAT. But there's no comparison if Messi wins again. There's no questions asked. He is the GOAT of all time. You can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't. If we put into the question of best player of all time in general, like over the course of the history of soccer or football, if you're over in the in Europe, if there was an argument that we could say Pele or Maradona, then yeah, I would say Pele or Maradona can easily be in that conversation. But because of the fact that they have like numerous World Cup wins, but again, going back, Messi wins the World Cup. There's no questioning it. Messi
Just
is
like a person with Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. There's no comparison.
No, there isn't because Patrick Mahomes hasn't had the same amount of Super Bowl wins. I mean, again, but what defines a GOAT? Like, what defines having GOAT status? Because people say in basketball, for example, people say LeBron James is the GOAT. But what about Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan has more wins and more awards, more and an NBA final trophies. But people are saying that LeBron James is the GOAT because he's been playing, he played longer, and he's got better stats, this and that. But you also have to think about the situations, the two different situations. Michael Jordan played in one of the hardest time eras of basketball where people were hard and rough, and you can body some guy and you won't get called. Whereas now it's like everything's dimmed down. There's nobody can play. In the game against Senegal, there were so many calls, and I get it. Refs got to do their job. But my God, I've never heard and seen the ref call so many fouls when they shouldn't have been fouls. He should have let the play go on. There was 3 or 4 times in that Senegal game that I think the ref could have just let it go and let the play. Because doing boof, 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 boof every 5 seconds, it gets annoying. And it makes the game not fun to watch. And this goes for basketball, football. It happens in every sport now. Everything's so dimmed down and babied in sports that because it's just, and it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch. It's not fun to play. Having to be called on every little thing you do. You give a little, you get a little shoulder action to another player. Oh, that's a foul. What? No. Back in the past, you can body some guy with your shoulder. It's not a foul.
And also, 2 best news. Browns made the biggest trade of them all.
How about this, Aidan? We will talk about what's going on in the NFL next episode as a part. But right now, it's just strictly World Cup. We could talk about that in the next episode. Maybe we'll have an extra.
That's like a big thing.
I know it's a big thing. Fine, we'll add it at the end here. So, Aidan, what do you want to say about what's going on in the NFL right now? I think we've covered the World Cup for right now. But again, overall look, World Cup's going to be good. Aidan, what is your prediction? USA versus Paraguay coming up. Actually, let's do Germany first. Because we're going against Germany in a friendly match. What do you think is going to be the score? USA versus Germany. What do you think is going to be the score outcome?
I think 3-2.
Who's going to win?
The U.S. will win by 3-2. 1.
Just a 3-2.
No.
Would you change your mind?
No, I'm doing my voice contacts. This is
contactless. What does that even mean? But yeah, we have to go into Germany thinking that it's a regular World Cup game because that'll be our judgment as to how good this team is, and we need to start with our actual starting lineup in this game so we can get an idea as to who's going to be the starters, who's not, who's going to be riding the bench, who's going to be coming in the 60th minute, so on and so forth. Aidan, kick it off. What's going on in the NFL right now? Because there's a lot going on. There was a lot of craziness going on, and this might be a topic for me to talk
The
about.
Browns.
We have a lot.
The Browns made the biggest trade of the.
Take it away, Aidan. What do we got for the NFL right now?
The Browns made the biggest trade ever. And they got Joe first from the Rams, and they traded him to the Rams.
Who was it?
Myles Garrett. And now the Rams got a Chiefs player, and now and the Patriots got Stephon Diggs and AJ Brown now.
Wait, Stephon Diggs came back to the Patriots? I didn't hear that.
What?
It's Stephon. I think. Remember, Stephon Diggs is no longer on the Patriots. Or did he come back?
Thinking. Is that X left?
We'll be back after this break. Sorry, guys. So yeah, there's a little hiccup there. Aidan had a brain fart. Forgot that Stephon Diggs is no longer on the Patriots. It's okay.
And they got.
I knew I was right about that.
And they got AJ Brown. Now the Patriots are
now the Patriots have Romeo Dobbs, AJ Brown, Keyshawn Booty, unless the Patriots decide to get rid of him and move on with him. And who else? I think a guy named Williams, pretty sure. Yeah, a lot of players. A lot of weapons for Drake May, and that team's going to be disgusting. There's no question. If the Patriots cannot make it to the Super Bowl again, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell the Patriots.
And the Saints, dude, they're like looking bright out of slate.
The what? What did you just say?
I said
I was going to say. What?
I said the Saints are looking bright out of late.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Any other any other NFL news, Aidan, that you would like to tell them?
And then we got like the Giants. And then the Rams made a little bit mistake for their cornerback, the real life cornerback, but not the draft one. They made a huge mistake to grab a cornerback. Yeah, they made a big mistake. I feel like.
Yeah. A lot of things are going on in sports right now. It's going to be a busy month of June, because we have the World Cup, we have the, oh my God, I think the MLB I think is starting up or is playing in session right now. NBA Finals, NHL Finals. What else are we missing? Numerous other things going on, but right now the biggest thing, World Cup. We're gonna be covering it for you guys. Any other final thoughts, Aidan, before we kick it off here?
Maybe next year. Instead of the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Rams.
Bring that down.
I want the Saints, the Giants, the 49ers, or the Packers, or...
Oh, so you're being a bandwagon now, I see.
Or the...
You're being a bandwagon.
Or...
What are we rowing about here?
Or the Saints.
Row.
Or I want all the other teams, set up the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Rams to make the Super Bowl.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be complaining about that if the Packers made it to the Super Bowl. I'd be pretty happy about that. Just saying. Get away from me with your Niners. I want my Packers in the Super Bowl. We haven't seen that since 2010. So I would like to see that, please. Thank you very much.
No Chiefs.
No Chiefs.
No
Chiefs aren't even gonna make the playoffs.
And no Patriots.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Is that all we have for the folks, Aidan?
It's a plot twist. It's a plot twist episode.
That's right. Any other final thoughts, Aidan? Before we end it off.
And then go Colts.
All right. I think that's all we have for you folks for this week's episode of Your Bro Sports here on YouTube and all other social medias. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. And if you would be so kind enough and or have the funds to do so, we did start a GoFundMe for the channel to help support us get any equipment or upgrading our equipment for the channel so we can better our videos for you guys. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, the GoFundMe link will be down in the description down below for you guys to help us out, support this channel. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
And then the final saying, go everybody else and go Colts.